Hello and welcome to 3 on 1 Sports Program. It's a very special night tonight. As we always have some of the exclusive news, exclusive personalities, I would like very much to introduce one of the people I myself very much honored to have him in our show, in our television program, exclusively for the first time in the Nile TV International Live on Air. And also we are very proud of him because he is the only one is an international federation president, and in the meantime he had made a history of a sport, not only on Egypt but also made the history of Egypt bigger with the international federation. He's one of the people who was not only graduated from the physical education but also has his master's and PhD in physical education and specifically in his sport. One of the nominal he could be able to achieve this, and in the meantime he is we are very proud of him, as I said, all the time. And also he was one of the main handball players in the country, especially in Al-Ahli club, and from like not very long time ago. He's a handball national team player for 10 years. He is Al-Ahli club trainer. He's also international handball referee, Egyptian national teams trainer for 10 consecutive years. He is the best trainer in Egypt, 97, 98. He's the president of the Egyptian Handball Federation, 1984-2009. He's a member and secretary general of the Egyptian Olympic Committee 1992-2000. He is IHF Coaching and Method Commission President 1992-2000. He is IHF Council Member in 1992-2000. He is the first Vice President of the Arab Handball Federation 92-96, 96-2000. He is a Coaches Committee Chairman of the Arab Handball Federation 1992-2000. He is the Chairman of the Egyptian Olympic Committee, Scientific Committee, 1992-1996. Also Chairman of the Egyptian Olympic Committee, 1992-1996. Secretary General of Olympic Center, 1992-1996. Expert in the Supreme Council for Youth and Sport. Founder and President of the Mediterranean Handball Association, 1999-2003. President of the International Handball Federation since 2000 and ASOIF Council member since 2004. He was very much awarded from a lot of places, a lot of good personalities. He has the Order of Merit in French Sports Minister, Tunisian President, first of a kind, Order of a Merit, Egyptian Order of a Merit, first degree, and also trophy from ACNO President, Mr. Mario Vescos Rania, and I'm so proud to have him live on air. And let me tell you, before he will be with us in a minute, I just wanted to say when he was elected for the first time the president of the International Handball Federation, I was honored to have him the first one on air on Channel 2 of the division, and I'm honored to have him exclusively with the Nile TV for the first time, Dr. Hassan Mustafa. Dr. Hassan, it's an honor to have you with us.
Thank you very much. It was very nice, and it was also thank you for your compliments that you already introduced me for your peoples here, and then I'm very happy to be with you. I confirm that it was the first time after my Congress or elected as a president of International Handball Federation, I was with you here in the air.
Yeah.
On air in...
it's an honor.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Dr. Hassan, we always meet you when it's a good success. I meet you before the success was 1 week. I am sure and we're confident that everybody in the world is behind you in the elections which is going to run next Friday or this Friday. And for our good luck, that's going to be the General Assembly, and the elections is going to be held in Cairo.
Yep.
And we are very happy for that. But we would like also to spotlight on a lot of things you have done. International Handball Federation. If I started before the International Handball Federation, I was lucky enough to be with Dr. Hassan Mustafa from the beginning, when he started to go to the governorates to try to promote more handball in Egypt, and he was trying to get it into the media more and more to try to get the people to like it and so on. That was back in 80s, wasn't it?
No, it was first of all, this is my sport, as you already mentioned.
Of
before,
course.
that I was a player and I was trainer and I was referee. It means I love my sport, and in anywhere that I'm in handball.
Family.
No, not in
Atmosphere.
events that I like to promote my sport in a good way.
Sure.
And this is if I promote my sport outside Egypt, but this is here in Egypt, it's my country. That it means
Absolutely.
I have look, or I working from my heart to develop our sport in my country here, because handball is a very easy sport and very attractive, and the people like, because we like to attend or to show the handball, and even it will be in the playground or in the halls or in the television. But at the meantime, I'm very happy what we already did for handball here in Egypt, and also in worldwide. That mentioned we have on Friday that our General Assembly here in Cairo, and it was not easy, because you know very well that the last Congress also General Assembly, it was in Hurghada.
Oh yes, of course.
The last
We remember,
4
yeah.
years, and it will be the two General Assembly in the same country. It was difficult, but this is something people like me, and I have very good relation with all the council members and the Congress also. This is why the people, they already choices to come here again, and it's not normal, because it's elected Congress and they have to be in Africa, and you know that handball is very in Europe.
Yeah.
And then it was not normal, but it's happened.
Definitely, your being there, Dr. Hassan, as an IHF president, has changed the direction, as you kindly mentioned, from only Europe to have the spotlight in
Yes.
Africa and elsewhere.
Sure.
I note leadership of the IHF in 2000 until now, you try to increase the number of countries. What kind of percentage has that happened? Not
No,
only for the seniors.
No, but
I mean, for
if you
everyone.
are talking about not only to increase the number of the federations, but to increase the number of everything.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
means if you want to increase the number of federation, or to do such things for the some countries have limit income.
Yes.
It means you have to look or to increase your income from resource or from International Handball Federation to can cover all the problems that you have if you have no money, because International Federation, as you know very well, because you are involved with International Federation, also that we have no government that can support us to give
Absolutely.
us some.
Absolutely. You have to have your own.
Yes, this is the main thing. This is why I'm starting to increase our income, because we have a lot of projects to work with our federations. This is why I mentioned that it was the first things for me, that we have to increase our income, and
To the
I'm very
AID
happy.
project.
Yes, and then as we have a lot of things, we already increase the number of federation. We are now is coming to be about 183 countries that are already active in handball.
That's a big number.
Yes, very big number. At the meantime, also increase income that will be 4 or 5 times if you compare with last 5 or 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a lot of projects also. I think that you already prepare yourself because you received all the documents from.
Thanks to you, Dr. Hassan. Thanks to you and to your team who supported us with all the information that we might need for having this exclusive interview with your kind selves. Dr. Hassan, we are trying to spotlight in a lot of things. You were not only took care of only the seniors or the federations, you also took care with the women,
yes,
and you increase the number of ladies team in the Olympic
Games. Yes. You know that when we handball is starting in the Olympic Games, 1936, it was 11 against 11.
Yeah.
Means 11 players.
Yeah.
In the football ground. And then we stopped after the 36 in Berlin. And then we're starting again to be handball in the hall. It means 7 against 7, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
And then from 72 in Munich till the last World Championship, handball is with less teams than the men's. And then it was also, by the way, you know that always IOC asking, you have to be equal, women
men
like women. And then it was a very good chance for me to fly it in the same flight to Rio de Janeiro.
Okay.
It was next to me, Jacques Roch.
Jacques Roch, the president of the International Olympic
I
Committee.
told him, Jacques, you are talking about theory things, and then why? I told him you are talking about to be equal women, and then why is handball is two teams less than men's? And then he takes this note and this note message, and then after 3 or 3.5 or 4 months, he already decided, the executive decided it will be equal. And this is the first time for us that teams...
That's great.
Yes.
That's great. One of the great achievements,
yes.
Especially for the women. Dr. Hassan, we have a telephone call. Yes, hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, who's this?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, who's this?
This is Yanis Karanassos, director of the Greek Handball Federation.
Karanassos? Mr. Karanassos,
yes.
How are you?
Very nice, thank you. I was watching your show.
Thank you.
Your broadcast.
We have
the president.
If you're watching us, you know who is our guest of honor tonight.
Of course. That's why the reason I called, because I immediately called my president and Mr. Angeloudis, and he told me, you please make an intervention to the show, to the broadcast if possible, because he's present now to the cup final and he's not possible to speak.
Okay. Please.
Yes?
Yes. What do you want to say? What do you think? Are you coming to the elections?
Yes, of course, we're coming to the election, and we're coming to support fully the candidacy of the current president, Dr. Mustafa. Greek Handball Federation thinks and believes that under Dr. Mustafa's presidency, handball has grown up rapidly and impressively in the last years. So we're coming to support him.
Thank you.
And this is proved also by facts, not only in name, because in the last World Championships, figures, attendance in the matches, figures in broadcasting, and all this were really launched. We believe he has done an excellent job, and we think he should continue it for the next 4 years.
Well, that's great. Thank you very much for your great feelings. I believe that there is 2 countries. You're one of them is competing for 2011, right?
Yes,
Excuse me, because the line is not very well.
For the
Could you
youth,
repeat?
Dr. Hassan is correcting me. For the youth World Championships 2011, right?
Yes, yes. We're candidates for the 2011 World Championship, and this will be decided in the Congress. And we are preparing a good campaign, and we hope that this championship will come to our country because we have all the necessary infrastructure and requirements for this championship.
You have,
And
I
of
think,
course,
credit of organizing Athens, and I think policy of International Federation, especially Dr. Hassan, that he trying to, not to support the countries, but trying to give the chance to the countries who can have the facilities of the Olympic Games to be credit for the international competitions.
Well, of course, we think that after the organization of the 2004 Olympic Games, we have enough experience, enough know-how, the human resources, and it's a very good opportunity to exploit it now by taking such a big organization to our country.
So you're competing against Bosnia, huh?
Yes, we're competing against Bosnia. Of course, we have full respect of our opponent, but we think that finally we will take this championship.
Well, we would like to thank you very much for your telephone call and for your support to Dr. Hassan Mustafa, and we definitely expect that after all the great achievement he has done for the 8 years. Thank you ever so much.
No, let me tell him.
I'm sorry, Dr. Hassan would like to speak to you.
Let me tell him that thank you very much for your telephone call. At the meantime, you have a good luck for you for bidding for 2011. And I mentioned before, I will try to ask the Congress to take a decision for 2011 and 13 together for the both. With the Congress, he will know my opinion. And then, as you know very well, I was in Rome, and I discussed with the president of Mediterranean Handball Federation, Mr. Promoto, in Rome, that you have to sit together with you and Bosnia, and try to give one 11 and another to 13, and we will solve the problem, because both of you is but don't forget, I had a very good relation, or I have a very good relation since long time with Athens and with Greece, and neighbor, and we are a friend, and we never forget that how is the relation between Greece and Egypt since not now but since long time. And good luck.
Thank you very much.
I think you sleep very well then, since Mr. Karnasos.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling. Thank you.
Give me a greeting for your president, please.
Dr. Hassan, that the ball, and we discussed if this is a football and this is a handball. You have made or created a new era of income for the International Federation, of the new way of putting the handball, of how it could be for the income, and how it could be for the income of all countries or the organizing company. Would you tell us about it, please?
No, it was my idea that we will be with a team that they will organize the World Championship. It means we work together, very close. And starting my idea in Germany during the World Championship, that we have to produce the ball with the hosting country flags.
That's a great idea.
Yes, and
that's a great idea.
And then at the meantime, it was very successful, and then the company producing this ball, I don't like to mention about the name of the company.
Thank you.
And they already selling a lot of balls in and outside the hall. At the meantime, I don't like also to forget that I give the balls with the name of the VIP peoples, with written the name, means I give for Germany, starting Germany, as you already mentioned, to Mr. the president of German country.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
Horst Köhler.
That was in the World Championship in Germany.
In Germany, yes,
Okay.
was the opening ceremony was him, and I give also to Angela Merkel. This is
Yes, of course.
yes.
Yeah.
And then
the council.
the Council of
Germany.
Germany, and then she told me I will put this ball in the best place in my office. And then after it was in France, the same also, President Chirac, and then the last World Championship I gave also the President and also the ministers and the Prime Minister from Croatia.
Dr. Hassan, definitely through your achievements, we have witnessed in 2004, the beach volleyball, which is add-on, which you, can we say, we used your position in as a president by that time at the Egyptian Federation, and in the meantime president of the International Federation, and you started with yourself. You made the very first competition on the beaches of Egypt, and it was successful, so it starts to spread out in the world. Tell us about this experience.
This is beach handball. It's not normal handball. It's not handball.
I'm sorry, I said volleyball. It's handball.
No, yes, handball. This is another sport because it's another rule and another trainers and referee and all these things. And it was very attractive sport. And we're starting the World Championship here 2004. In the first World Championship it was here in Egypt, and Egypt it was a World Champion. And then after we organized the World, the next World, it was in Rio de Janeiro in Copacabana beach.
Yeah.
And then it was the last time in Spain. This is very successful and very attractive, and the people like it. And I hope that we already continue because it's the beach playing in all continent now, and the people like it. And I hope that we can continue to develop this beach to be also in the Olympic Games.
Well, Dr. Hassan, since you already, we have a telephone call, but before we get her on air, we would like very much to stress on something you have done, which is something we're really proud of as well. As we say in the business of sport, that you have, helped the product to be more credible. You helped the product to be more promoted. Then the promotion came from the media.
Yes.
And you have made a lot of changes for the media. And let's take this telephone call, because this is one of the people they owe you. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Hi, Ines.
Hello?
Hi, Ines. How are you?
I'm fine. Hello, Mr. Nasser. Can you please ask them to raise the voice? I can't hear you clearly.
How are you, Madam Ines?
Dr. Hassan, how are you?
You're fine. Thank you very much.
Congratulations from now. I know you are up to it and you will make it, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Thank you very much. It was very kind.
Thank you.
Ines, tell us about your experience through the first time you were one of the team members of the media committee of the International Handball Federation, as you are in the meantime the head of the sport of Al-Ahram Weekly.
Actually, it's really a great experience, Mr. Nasser, and my beginnings were with Dr. Hassan Mustafa, and he used to support me a lot even before I started working in handball. And I remember on my first trip when he was Secretary General of the National Olympic Committee, when I was crying because I wanted to travel and cover the Mediterranean Games at Cap d'Agde, and he was there and he gave me all the support. It was such a great experience. I can see him laughing now. He remembers that.
Wow.
And through all the past years, I have been working with Dr. Hassan Mustafa, and of course joining the IHF Media Working Group. Without Dr. Hassan Mustafa and his support, I couldn't have joined such a group. And Dr. Hassan has been working for Egypt and for Egyptians in the IHF. By making us join different committees, not only myself and also Mr. Midhat al-Biltagi in the competitions and at the African Confederation. So everywhere. maybe I was not lucky to attend the elections in 2000, but I was there in 2004, and I witnessed the elections, and I was there, and it was such a great thing. We were all very proud of Dr. Hassan, and I think we will be even prouder in the coming days. On Thursday, we will all be there, and I hope we will be there to support him, and we will be there, and the whole Egyptians will be proud of Dr. Hassan Mustafa, as we always are.
We will be waiting for you, and we will look at you on Friday to celebrate together the win of Hassan, inshallah, on Friday.
Inshallah.
Thank you very much.
Inshallah. And I want to tell you that the elections are and the Congress, they are witnessing a huge media coverage. I have been having so many calls from international media who are coming to attend the Congress and the elections and to support Dr. Mustafa.
Thank you very much, Madam Enas, but I will not mention how we know each other.
Doctor, don't please. People will... don't
Thank
please.
you very much.
Well, thank you very much for calling, and let's witness the moment of victory, inshallah, on Friday at 2 o'clock when Dr. Hassan will be re-elected as the IHF president. Dr. Hassan, you have been making a tremendous achievements and a tremendous job with the IHF, especially, as you said, in television. 15,000, more than 15,000 fans with different colors in the World Championship in Croatia was wonderful in only one site, which means that a lot of spectators has been increased for handball.
Yes,
this is one of your goals and one of your plans when you joined the IHF first time in 2000.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is the amount that we already decreased the number between, if you compare between Germany, because you know Germany is a very big country and Croatia is a very small country. We have the total of the spectator in Croatia about 400,000 to 100 or something like this, but in Germany. In Germany, it was about 800,000 spectators already attended the World Championships.
Yes, please. So, what we have seen also through the achievements, it's a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
not only one program can be standard for such a great achievements for not only 8-9 years, but in the meantime, you have done a wonderful job also for the referees. Referees, not only the first class referees, which you are schooling them before the competition, which is something very touchable and very updated in technical wise, out of your background definitely of being a coach and a trainer and administrator and so on and so forth. And in the meantime, you give a really good care for the small judges, which was one of your projects. Tell us about it, please.
This is not only the referee, but we are working to develop, as you already mentioned before, we are working to develop handball worldwide. We are very strong in Europe. It means I give you how is handball strong in Europe. I received the statistic from because we are talking about Greece.
Yeah.
And then I received the statistic from EBU, from EBU, European
Broadcasting Union.
Yes,
Yeah.
for the Olympic Games 2004 in Athens, and handball is ranking number 3
Wow.
in Europe because it's coming from
Yeah,
EBU.
absolutely. Yeah.
The first is track and field.
Not football.
No. Track and field. Second is swimming, and then handball.
Wow.
Yes, in 2004.
Wow. Wow.
This is why I told you we are very strong in Europe, and why we are working outside to develop handball outside Europe. Also, we are working very intensive to continue to be handball more sport, more strong in Europe. But at the meantime, we have to work outside Europe. This is why we have a project. We have a project for the teams. First, we call it the Challenge Trophy. And then we have this project for GRTB, means international referee Geneva,
Yeah.
and it means we want to select teams from outside, referees from outside Europe,
Mm-hmm.
to be in this project, to be with a European referee together. We already selected the we have the best or the top referees performance coming from Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because we are outside also. We have a lot of players. We
Yes.
have a lot of referee can be at the top, but we have to give them chance.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we had about 25 courses for this referees outside Europe, and we already paid from A to Z everything, flight and accommodation.
So you
and
bear all costs?
Yes, all
Wow. Okay.
cost by IHF.
Wonderful.
And then I am very happy for this project. I started this project about 3.5 years ago, and we have some from those referees here already whistling the last World Championship.
Yeah,
playing.
wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. Dr. Hassan, I just would like to put a conclusion of what is the view, the new future view for Dr. Hassan Mustafa for the handball for the coming years, because inshallah we're confident that you're going to win the elections on Friday.
Thank you. No, we have this is we still have a lot of projects still open, and we have to. It means we have the challenge trophy still open, and we have this referee teams that are still open. We have to something also that I was for 10 days ago. I was in Chicago to work to develop handball in USA, because handball is not a strong sport in USA. I had a very, and we have a chance that the president of USA Handball Federation is coming from Germany, originally coming from Germany, and then he liked handball. And then I was in Chicago. I already attended the first tournament for the league in USA. And then this is one thing very important for us, and we're working to always about 6 or 7 years before starting the Olympic Games. It means we are working since 3 years for the Olympic Games in London.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very important thing for us. And then at the meantime, and the very important thing is that we have to continue to increase our income. And at the meantime, I don't like to forget also that we have development aid. It means we have a lot of countries that have difficulties with equipment.
So the IHF is helping.
So actually helping, and also for trainer courses and referee courses and all this.
Dr. Hassan Mustafa, thank you ever so much for being with us live on air
Thank you
before
very much.
the golden moments on Friday, which is
Thank you
going
very
to be the re-elections of yourself. Don't you think I should be very proud of this man? Everybody should be proud of him. Thank you very much for
Thank
being
you,
with us,
Mr.
and good
Naaser.
luck. And thank you very much, dear audience, for being with us. And we will all witness, inshallah, on Friday, the victory of Dr. Hassan Mustafa in the General Assembly as third time, inshallah, the president of International Handball Federation. Don't forget, if you don't do sport, you have to start. And if you're doing sport, keep continuing sport, because it is the name of life. See you next time. Bye.